All right, Dave Palumbo here at Tampa General Hospital. Look who came, my good friend. He promised me he was going to come.
I told you.
Boston, the one and only Bostin Loyd. Now, Bostin, I didn't realize you were that tall. You're like towering. I feel like a midget compared to you.
Yeah, last time I think I'm like 6'1.5", 6'2".
Your mom said 6'2".
Yeah.
That's pretty tall for a bodybuilder. So when people make fun of you, on stage because they think you're not that big.
It's because it's the limbs.
You're very tall.
Yeah.
I mean, so you do have good symmetry for a bodybuilder. You saved me because the food. If you take a look at the food here, maybe Boston's mom is filming this. She's, how old is your mom?
58.
58, and she looks like she's like 28. Mom,
film this.
Show this disgusting meal that I got me here. This is what they want me to recover on. So Boston went and got me some Chinese food.
Some broccoli.
Chicken and broccoli. And it was and white rice. So I'm going to eat like a bodybuilder today. So I'm very happy for that. Now, Boston, this is your new hometown, obviously Tampa, Florida.
45 minutes for me.
It is 45 minutes? Tampa's pretty big, though.
Yeah, it's big.
And I hear you're heading to the new Powerhouse gym.
New Powerhouse, because my mom's never been there. She's never been to a gym everyone's in shape there. I mean, everyone really is training. So I just wanted to take her there, and we're going to do, she trains for like literally 2-3 hours, so who knows how long we're going to be there for.
You tell me, I can't believe the shape your mom's in.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, she's
Are we going to get her on stage?
Hopefully. I think Masters Pro.
I think she'd do the Masters Nationals next year.
She should. I mean, I would drive down there.
She could do it now. She could probably do the North American in 4 weeks, right?
She could. No, she's always like this, lean. She doesn't, she never changed her diet. So
I put my money on her winning first time out. Broke first. That's how good I think she is. Now, as you guys know, from yesterday, I was having, I don't know if you saw the picture I put up on my Facebook page, but I was having like severe pain last night, and I had to get a dilaudid shot, which is about as close to heroin as, I never took a heroin shot, but I would imagine that's probably what heroin feels like. So
were you just out of it?
No, I wasn't. I just felt good. I couldn't stop talking. I was like,
so it gave you that high. That kind of high. Okay.
Yeah, but all of my pain went away, so it was terrific. Tomorrow, I have this little line in my neck, which is basically pumping like a lidocaine-like substance into my neck, which is numbing.
So you have no pain right now?
I'm not in pain right now because I have that numbing going on, and I also have some Percocets in me. But they're going to pull that line out tonight, so I might be in a lot of pain. So we'll see. This is the whole thing. That's why they keep you for 3 days. They want to make sure you can manage your pain. And but it's pretty crazy. They had me take this sling off today. I have this ice pack that's fallen down. Maybe we can just pull this up a little bit. Okay. They had me take the sling off, and they actually had me moving my arm, which you would think is crazy, right? Because I mean, it's like 1 day post surgery.
That is weird.
But that's the way when you get a shoulder replacement, they want you moving it because they don't want your shoulder to get stuck. Whereas when I had my quad tendon torn, I was immobilized for 8 weeks. So it's a completely different type of surgery. Unfortunately, I have a lot of experience in different surgeries.
Yeah, you've been in the hospital a lot since I've been.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when you get old. So you're only 25.
Well, that's why I train light. I do not go heavy.
I'm double your age almost. So, and but you can't avoid it. The longer you train, you're going to get injuries. Except your mom. She didn't get. Maybe you won't get injuries because your mom.
Well, she used to train heavy, but I don't think she trains that heavy anymore. I honestly don't go that heavy. I just go for the squeeze and the fill. No. So now after the pec tear.
I got to ask you, Lee Priest has been saying some nasty stuff about you. What do you have any response to him?
No, I really don't. He doesn't bother me. I don't know. Something about him, he just doesn't bother me. But nobody bothered me. You know me, I would Louis Markle talk shit.
Yeah.
And I respect honestly, it brings more attention to me anyways.
Yeah, I think
I'll give you an example. When Piana did that video talking about my penis,
right?
My business was at an all-time low. I was injured. Everything was going downhill, and all of a sudden, I'm all busy and making money. So it does help. I don't think there is a negative. There's no negative.
Well, you told me, you said you don't like doing videos because when you do a video, you get too much business.
Too crazy. I'll give you an example. I was slow, enjoying me and Ariella were having time, and now I'm constantly working.
What would you say is your the profile of the person that will contact you for help?
That's what it is. It's 90% BS, 10% sales. So even though I get crazy amount of it's a hey man, what can I take to get abs? Hey man, what can I take to get big?
Do you answer everyone?
Yes, I do answer everyone except if they're hey bro, what's your source? Then
I get something.
Yeah, okay. then I don't even worry about it.
Right. So, but that's something I did also when I started answering emails when emails first started back in the early '90s, and I've always answered people. It's before I even did coaching, and I think that people respect that about you, and probably that's why you probably get a lot of business.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good way to be your coach.
They know I'm going to be honest with them. Yeah. They know I'm not going to give them a cookie cutter cycle. Everything's customized, and same with you. I mean, I think you're actually Dan Decker funny. You're gonna like this story. I saw him at the California Pro like 3-4 years ago. I go, hey man, you work with Dave because you had just turned pro at the North American.
Yeah.
It's like 2013, 2000.
Yeah, something like that.
I go, hey man. So I was like, what do you think about Dave? I go, he's low on the doses, right? He's like. Dave had me run the most I've ever ran before.
He never
and
used anything, yeah.
And I was like, what? I go, great. And so just knowing that, guys like he worked with before were giving him like baby doses, but he was saying that like he thought that was high.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's moderate.
Here's a good Dan Decker story, because when Dan Decker won that North American, he won the Masters for it. He did the Open and the Masters division. He would have won the Open, but the Masters came first. They gave him a pro card, and then they just took him out of the Open.
And then Dallas won.
And Dallas McCarver won that show.
Because he would have beat Dallas. He was in better condition.
That year
glutes were shredded. And I have a funny question. Dan Decker's first show was Muscle Beach, and my mom judged him.
No way.
Yeah, she judged Dan Decker.
This is the Dan Decker show.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think Dan Decker might have the best biceps in bodybuilding.
No, the triceps.
He's got both. He's got
crazy.
Both.
Yeah,
He's got great arms.
His outer head. I've never seen it just. Yeah.
But his peak biceps is crazy.
He's insane. And he started off at Venice. He had the same. Obviously not as big.
Yeah.
But he started there. She judged him. I remember everyone was just like, "Oh my god."
Funny.
But yeah.
What a small world.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys. Tomorrow I go home from the hospital, and then the pain will probably start. You know, when you're in the hospital, everything's great, and then you go home and you can't manage anything. But I will be back to work. I will be doing I'm trying to take the whole week off, and then I'll start up again next week. But we have a lot of programming for you guys. All right, guys. I have my ice pack on my shoulder. That was a great little visit from Bostin Loyd today. Unfortunately, we lost some of the footage. Boston's mom was posing for us, and I don't know, someone didn't hit record right or something like that, and we lost part of the interview. Boston and I were doing at the end. We were just talking about Michael Lockett and what a freak he is, and how this guy has won shows now. He's going to the Olympia, and you know he's probably one of the most genetically gifted guys out there. You know, I still think he's got a ton of potential, even at his age. You know, to show off to the bodybuilding world. Well, you know, this has been a tough mission for me. Tomorrow, I'm going home tomorrow afternoon, and I'll continue my journey with less drugs in me to numb the pain. So hopefully everything will go as planned, and I'm going to keep you guys updated on all my recovery and physical therapy I have to do and all that kind of groovy stuff. And hopefully by the end of the week, I'll be back on the RxMuscle TV programming schedule. And luckily, I pre-recorded a lot of stuff, so you guys are not going to miss anything. And if you guys have any suggestions, make sure you put them below. If you like what you're seeing and you want more reality show type stuff like this, let us know, because this stuff is not too hard for me to do, especially when I have a challenge ahead of me. So this is definitely a challenge over the next 6 weeks to get this shoulder back in working order. And thanks for all the support and all the prayers and well wishings you guys gave me. It means a lot to me. It helps me get through those tough times. Dave Palumbo signing off from Tampa General Hospital.